How many of you dread when someone says you need a budget or you don't even know where to start? What about a backwards budget? That's what I invite my clients to do. And what is it? It's actually looking at how you spent your money in the last year. It helps you be more intentional instead of just thinking it as a way to tighten your belt. It's creating a budget based on how you spend your money. Then you can get to the evaluation on whether that's serving you well or not afterwards. But it helps you set up a realistic budget based on how you spend. Because if you're going off of a lot of the other budget platforms that say, hey, estimate how much you're going to or that you spend in groceries. Well, if you estimate $500, but you actually spend 1,000, now your budget's already toast before you get started. So the backward budget helps you make sure you get all those little things that crop up throughout the year that maybe you only pay every 6 months or once in a while. Make sure you plan for that. And it helps you create a budget based on how you spend. So it's not about just tightening your belt. Then, once it's all designed, and you can look back and go, wow, I didn't realize we were spending this kind of money on subscriptions or streaming videos or different things. You can evaluate it then, not to be guilty about where you've spent your money, but more to make sure you're being intentional with it. It's all about setting that intention right away. Then, with that process, you can also use it to pay your bills. I've worked with hundreds of people over the years. I have over 20 years experience in the lending industry, and I don't know how many times I got the story when someone's credit was bad. Oh, I forgot about the bill. But when you set up the backwards budget and you make sure everything is accounted for, you don't have to forget a bill. I myself would get to one and I'd pay the wrong bill out of the wrong paycheck and go, oh, darn it. Thankfully, I always was paying things early enough and still paid it on time. But by having the budget and the spreadsheet to follow, it just made it so much easier for me to keep track of my spending and to do it more intentionally and to realize, oh, I haven't used that subscription in months. Let's cancel it because you can always renew it if it comes back that you need it again for something. It doesn't mean you have to keep paying it month after month after month unless you're using it every month. So keep that in mind when you're doing your budget. It's not necessarily just about tightening your belt. It's about being intentional with your money because money will flow. If have you ever noticed if you have that $20 in your wallet and then you go, huh, could have swore I had that $20 in your wallet only to have it gone? It's because you weren't intentional with it. You had it sitting in there and you just spent it because it was easy and it was convenient and it was right there. So the same can be had for not doing a budget. It can be scary. I help people with them all the time. Why? Because I'd rather see people be intentional with their money, save for vacations, save for their future, save for the protecting of their family. And there's a variety of ways to do that. And there's always people there to help you get that budget started that makes sense for you. Now I get to pay my bills in less than 20 minutes because I already know where my money is going. I sit down, I fill out my spreadsheet. I already have it already planned out. I put the exact amount in that that the bill actually is, and I make sure it matches my accounts. But that way, I don't miss a bill, I don't pay one at the wrong time, and I tell my money where to go, not for it to just go wherever it feels like it and then realize, oh shoot, I already missed something this month. So, are you welcome? I welcome you or invite you to be more intentional with your money. Do a backwards budget. What does that look like for you? I invite you to share in the comments. And I'll share the spreadsheet that I use because I just give it away. I don't care. Use it. And hopefully it'll benefit you. And if you want help because you're like, man, I don't want to do this all by myself, I'm here for you. Just reach out. If you like more tips and tricks, please like and subscribe for more. And I wish you well.